We've been monitoring the COVID-19 situation in India very closely, and all of you know that we made a move to tighten the arrivals from India on Tuesday. But since then, the situation in India has continued to worsen. Within our community, as you heard just now, we've also picked up a few cases in the dormitories. Now, there is no evidence that these cases are linked to India or the new strain in India. But what is of concern to us is the risk of reinfection amongst recovered workers. These are workers that were previously infected, but now are getting infected again. The majority of new arrivals from India work in the construction, marine, and process sectors, and they live in the dormitories. Even if they were to serve out the stay-home notice, we know that that is never 100% foolproof, and leaks can still happen. And if such a leak were to happen amongst new Indian arrivals working in these sectors, then a new strain may get leaked into the dormitory, and worse, even recovered or vaccinated workers may get infected, and then we may see new clusters emerging again in our dormitories. So as a precaution, we will be taking additional steps to tighten our border measures on top of what you heard from Minister Tan just now. From 23rd of April, 2359 hours, all long-term pass holders and short-term visitors with recent travel history to India will not be allowed entry into Singapore or transit through Singapore. This will also apply to all those who had obtained prior approval for entry into Singapore. Earlier, we had announced an extended stay-home notice of 21 days for those travelers with recent travel history to India, and that 21 days was made up of 14 days in a dedicated facility with the option of serving out the remaining 7 days at the place of residence. We will tighten this further such that all Indian arrivals from India will have to serve out their stay-home notice in dedicated facilities. We know that this major move will have an impact on our construction, marine, and process sectors, and many local SMEs and contractors will be badly impacted. The government will be looking at providing additional support measures to help these companies. We are reviewing to see what these support measures will be, and we will announce them when ready. For the construction sector in particular, there have already been delays in building and housing projects up to now. I think with this additional restriction of workers, there will be further delays in projects. So I seek Singaporeans' patience and understanding. If certain projects were to be delayed further, please understand why this has happened and know that we are doing this because of public health reasons, and we have to make this additional measure, and we hope that everyone will cooperate. Finally, I think the situation we are in, reminds us once again of how unpredictable and volatile the pandemic can be. It's been more than 1 year since we've started this fight against COVID. Things are fluid, they change rapidly, and we have to be prepared. We are facing an invisible and very formidable enemy, and the new strains of the virus that we see in many other countries, I think, are worrying because it suggests that we have to continue staying on guard, even tightening some measures, and even perhaps after this round of vaccination, we might have to continue with further rounds of vaccinations, even up to beyond this year, because we will have to be confronting not just the virus today, but potentially new strains of the virus that may be more infectious and virulent. So once again, we call on everyone to stay alert and vigilant. The fight against COVID-19 is not over, but working together, we can emerge stronger and we can defeat the virus.